Hi guys, this is Subala. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna get into bracelets because even though that's my least favorite jewelry kind, I feel like I have a lot of subscribers whose main preference in jewelry is bracelets. In today's video, we will briefly talk about each of my bracelets and I'm gonna give you my pros and cons to each piece. Let's go. So the cord bracelet, it's my #1 pick for getting into dipping your toes into Cartier brand, into Cartier bracelets, because I feel like it goes with everything. The cords are limitless, the world is your oyster, and you can have any color for any season, any outfit, but you need to make an appointment and switch it out. This is one of my favorite bracelets. I love the purple. It's like very vibrant. The second is my Cleef bracelet, and my Cleef bracelet is my #1 pick for a 5 motif. If you want to get a stone, a semi-precious stone, Cleef is extremely durable. Second, it removes nightmares. It calms your energy, it calms your aura, it mellows you down, and it also helps you with nightmares. So if you suffer from nightmares, you can put it on and go to bed with it, and it should help you not get any nightmares and have a very fulfilling and calm sleep. But you need to charge your bracelets. It's not going to magically gain its powers out of thin air. No, it is an organism. It's like a living, breathing organism. It's a stone of earth. So most crystals need sunlight or moonlight to charge. And if the stone is delicate, more like mother of pearl, I would suggest charging it in the moonlight. But for Cleef, it's a different story. You can definitely charge it in the sun. And for me, it is something that I've been doing. And then I will also tell the stone what it's supposed to do for me that day, which sounds a little bit out there, but why would you spend so much money on a stone, on a crystal, when you don't believe in its properties? Then go for hammered gold, go for guilloche, don't go for a crystal, because the whole meaning of getting a crystal from a designer is that it's very well crafted, longevity, hopefully it's gonna last you for a very long time. The service they offer, so you can clean your stones with them, you know, or possibly replace them. Do not, under any circumstances, allow any woman to touch your crystals. Do not let any energy, crystals absorb energy. You do not want anybody touching your onyx, touching your chalcedony. Well, onyx is different because it kind of like transforms negativity into positivity. So it's more like an evil eye. So onyx is more friendly to touching, but I still would never allow anybody to touch my stones. So let's say a girlfriend of yours wants to try your bracelet on, your earrings or anything like that. You should just be comfortable saying no and moving on, or offering her, I don't know, a gold piece, for example. I would not even allow a gold piece to be tried on. There are two types of jealousy, good and bad, and the bad one is the one we do not want. See, we do not want, because those are evil people. They're just bitter and they're spilling that bile onto the world and onto people around them, and everything they touch like rots. So you don't want that. I cannot stress that enough. Somebody in the comments also addressed that with me by saying that, oh, she was touching the stones, rubbing the stones because she was trying to get your luck from you. Thank God I did not get anything, because I felt such terrible vibes from that Russian essay from Rodeo Drive Van Cleef Boutique. And somebody in the comments said that that's the way you can remove luck from someone with crystals, and you can reverse that. So let's say you have bracelets and rings and earrings that your girlfriend borrowed or tried on or even looked at. You can just rinse the piece with running water and put it in the sun to charge. To be lucky, you have to believe in luck. So the onyx bracelet is the protection bracelet. Oh my gosh, I'm touching it. Look at the fingerprints on it. I don't know if you could tell, but fingerprints are really bad on onyx, but that's okay because you can wash it. I don't think twice about it. If I need to, I will wash it. When I go to my dentist's office, there are some women in that office that have a very dark energy. They are not just, I can feel the negativity. So I always bring that bracelet with me when I go shopping. Now the next bracelet is a thin Cartier Love bracelet. This one is in a size 18. I went bigger because I wanted all of them to move lower on my wrist, because I just like that bigger stack. Sometimes I want a chunkier stack. My right wrist, my right hand is a little thicker than my left one. So for my left one, I can get away with 17s and they move around just fine. But for a chunkier stack for my right hand, I needed to be in a size 18 and in a size 17 for the Juste and Clou. So moving on, there's nothing I can say about the Love bracelet except it's an amazing bracelet. It does clicking noise when you move it around sideways or in and out of the little closure. So it does that clicking, but you get used to it. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. The Juste and Clou bracelet is an extremely successful purchase. I feel like it is kind of pricey now. It used to be like 4,000 something, now it's over 5,000. In order for it to keep its shape, it has a little spring inside that bends it in and out. So I feel like you're not getting a heavy piece of jewelry, you're not getting a lot of gold, but it is really beautiful. There you have all of these. You can really get creative when you have a little bit of space here and your bigger bracelets go all the way down here. It's a lot of room and they can move around and you don't feel any restriction in your wrist. They don't feel tight or anything like that. Now, wear and tear, and would I go for them again? Number one, yes, 100%. There is no wear and tear visible. The Trinity rings got really scratched, but that's a given. It's gold, so obviously they're intertwined and they're rubbing against each other. So, but yes, it is definitely worth it. The Chalcedony bracelet, for me, it is worth it because it is such a pretty blue. It stands out on my skin tone. I like it more in a bright baby blue, more whitish bluish hue. I do not like it in a translucent, more lavender, like purplish and translucent hue, because that blends into my skin, and this stands out. And this just stands out really nicely. Onyx, yes, I would go for the onyx because there is no wear and tear on it. There is no wear and tear on my Chalcedony, no wear and tear on onyx. Possibly the bubbles are a little scratched, but that doesn't matter to me, and I am not looking that close, and it's impossible really to see. Love bracelet, it's a definite yes for me, and the Juste and Clou, it's a definite yes for me. For the wear and tear on the Juste and Clou is pretty much invisible. On the Cartier Love, it is very visible. It's pretty scratched because it's a flat surface, but I would go for both of them again. The reason why for Love, so the Love bracelet is extremely thick. It is so thick and heavy for what it is. This tiny little thing is extremely thick, and you can definitely see it on your stack that it's chunky, and I really like that. So moving on to my left wrist, and I'm gonna start, let's start well with the first one, and that is the diamond guilloche bracelet, 2 diamond motifs and then 3 guilloche motifs. I feel like if you resize this bracelet right away, you will not have any issues with it. The issue I had with it before I resized it, I didn't plan on resizing it right away, but the diamond motifs kept twisting and I never got the diamond side up, so I had to resize. All of my bracelets, except for the white guilloche, are resized to be a size 17, meaning 4 links in old terms were removed or 8 links in new terms, in new terminology, were removed, meaning a link before meant 2 little circles attached to each other. That was the link. Now the link means 1 circle. So 8 circles in total were removed. And from my white guilloche, we only removed 4 circles, which is 2 links in old terminology. So it became a size 18, mainly because I wanted it for my right wrist and I wanted the stack to be able to move and be very cohesive. So I have a stack in a size 17 and in a size 18 pretty much. So let me review both of the guilloche pieces, the diamond guilloche and the white guilloche piece. Tons and tons of scratches on guilloche pieces, on the guilloche motifs. If you really are into informative videos about jewelry, you need to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and like this video because it really helps push my videos out there for the world to see. And everybody needs to know this because this is important stuff. Come on, this is a lot of money. So let's help people and share this video. Thank you. So the wear and tear is absolutely horrendous on the guilloche motifs, but I love that. It adds character to my pieces, it adds history. I love them. They're lived in, they're worn in, they're slapped in, and I definitely think they're worth it, and I would definitely go for them again. For my 2 love cuffs, these are 2 of my love cuffs. I love them very much, and the reason for that is because they have no issues. They can fall, you can step on them, they can get beat up, my dog can chew on them, nothing will happen to them. There is no mechanism, there is nothing that can get damaged in any way, shape or form, and it's going to be perfect forever. So it is a very carefree piece. I tried a love cuff in a size 18, just like this love bracelet, but that one was too big because when I shook my wrist, I felt like it was catching like sideways to my skin, so the opening was a little too big and side of my wrist could have got caught in it. I didn't want to lose it, fall asleep in a hotel somewhere and then not feel like when it's removed from my wrist, because sometimes I just fight demons in my sleep and what can I do? So I highly recommend a love cuff, but be sure to get it in your right size. Do not go a size up. And the last piece we're going to talk about is my thick Juste Clou in the original thickness, and it is in a size 16. So it fits me perfectly, and this one is in a size 18, and see how much lower it is? Well, that was the whole point. But this is my perfect size for a stack that isn't too big and too chunky. The Juste Clou does scratch a lot. It does not dig into your wrist if you go true to your size. If you go true to size and not even a little bit too small, it will not dig into your skin. I remember some girl on YouTube, I watched a video, she sold her Juste Clou bracelet because it was digging into her wrist, and she said that she sold it because even if she went with a bigger size, the nail head would still dig. That is not true. That girl went way too small for her wrist. It's gonna rust on the nail, but it's not going to ever dig in. So she made a mistake and she did not buy a right size for her. It will never dig into your skin if you go true to size. The same with the ring. When you try a Juste Clou ring, make a fist and see if the nail head digs. If it digs and it's very painful, then go a size up. So for the Juste Clou, I think it is worth it. Again, I like the classic style more. I wanted the diamond version because I already have the classic and a thick version, so I wanted to get this to match my ring. But personally for me, I don't think diamonds do anything for the Juste Clou collection. I feel like the more rougher, the better, because it's a nail design and it should stay that way and it should look like a nail and not like a diamond little delicate nail. So out of these bracelets, are you ready to hear which one I love the most? If I were to keep just one out of all of these, I would keep my Juste Clou in a thick original version in a size 16. I would keep this guy. So needless to say, that's my favorite Cartier bracelet, and out of Van Cleef bracelets, my favorite is the white guilloche one because it looks so badass when it's scratched. It looks silver. It looks so dull and gray, and I just love that look with the nail. Look at it. It's like a flower, but super masculine, and that is my cup of tea. I am absolutely obsessed with my guilloche bracelet. I hope this video helps, and if I were to pick the one between onyx and chalcedony, I would pick the chalcedony one. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, check the description box below. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers before the New Year's. That's my goal for this year, and I hope you help me achieve it. Bye!